I am.
One brethren, sistrins, all 13 of you. What are you saying?
Boba Fred, sad news about Weekend Warlords.
Hi everyone. Just wait. I'm going to get to all of that in a minute. Thank you for joining in. I know there's only a few of you on tonight. I'm sure the numbers will pick up. And I understand probably why there's not so many of you on at the moment. Hi Tavern Wars, who we got? Let's read some names out. We got Boba Fred, Rattler, The Pie, Tavern Wars. Who else we got, John, that I've missed?
Corporal Hicks.
Hello
Alan
bro.
Barlow's on there.
Alan
Mr.
Barlow.
Stander.
Mr. Stander.
Dorry's Gaming.
Doddy, hello mate.
Ulfric was on.
Ulfric. So, right, so, evening my darling, Matt Skywalker, Lucky Call Sign, Alan Barlow, what are you saying, bro? So listen, I know there's only a few of you on. So first of all, welcome. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. Scarlett was we both were. On the Monday, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, throwing my guts up. Scarlett was not well all day long, and it developed into like a viral infection in Scarlett on her chest. The whole week she was off school, so I'm really sorry I couldn't make it, but you know that's going to come first. Yo, my ginger Wookie, what are you saying? But you all know the news has leaked out, so to speak, because we have known about it for a couple of months now. That Weekend Warlords is closing, the actual bricks and mortar store. So I'm going to spend a few minutes maybe addressing a few things. And let's get a couple of things straight. I do not own Weekend Warlords, right? I love Weekend Warlords and it's my family, right? And there's some people here, John and Ash, that are my brothers. And I would do anything I could to help them have their dreams of Weekend Warlords. But unfortunately, it's not always as simple as that in life. And the current financial climate, the business model of a friendly local game store on a high street is an incredibly hard one to make work. I mean, like John was just talking about, the gas bill's £500 a month, right? And when you make £3 on a box of miniatures, just making the gas bill a month, the stock and the profit margins are just ridiculous. I'm sure you can understand. And small businesses are getting screwed to the floor with business rates. So that's the real issue with our business model here, is our rents and our business rates for being on the high street are incredible. Yeah. All the overheads are incredible. And our profit margins are very, very tiny. And we don't have a store where you can fit 200 players in every weekend, because then I'm sure we could just about get by, because I don't think any of these places, even the big ones up and down the country at the moment, are really ticking over.
I've been contacted by a few big stores, and none of them are particularly.
And look, you all know, right?
Making it work. Easy.
We're famous for having a big community here, and that community, community is a funny thing. So community does go up and down. Things happen in people's lives which affect community. Sometimes they got more time for it, more money for it. But even when you got like a vibrant community, that doesn't always equate to money in a till. Because a lot of those players become veteran players, they don't need the stuff. Even though there are newer players, it really doesn't, like, people think it's this utopian, easy business model to run. It's go in, mate. It's very hard. Very, very hard. So,
thank you, Bonsai.
Thank you, Bonsai. Yeah, so, like, little positives. Let's get a couple of other things clear. Weekend Warlord stream ain't going nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to sit down. We're going to go to fortnightly over the next couple of months, right? Because I've got my little girl who I have to balance out now, the full-time responsibility, and I need to get that working properly for her, right? And weeknights are not always brilliant. So we're going to look at sitting down, rewriting our model of what we do as a stream. So we're going to lose our bricks and mortar store. So we're going to invest some energy into creating a whole new thing to try and tie our community back together. So the most beautiful thing we always ranted about, you know, when I was right up in my positive little zone, and you all know, guys, I've taken some knocks over the past few months, a year or so, but when I was up there, it's easy to tie everything together. And the best part of that was all the beautiful people. It was never the actual plastic spaceship or the store that we went to. It was the people that we met when we went to these places. So it would be a shame if we lost contact with that community and we weren't then suddenly part of it. So we're really going to push at turning the stream into a much more professional thing where we still have me as a painting element, but we're going to have a bit more of like, what's the guy I'm talking about? What's the program we were talking about? The stream. You know, the guy that was in Star Trek, right? And he does that gaming thing as well. What's his name? Wesley Crusher.
Oh,
what's the name of the program? The internet tabletop thing.
We might,
Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton, right?
If we get that far, we'll be doing well.
But you get what I'm saying is that we'd like to do something that has more elements to it.
Yeah.
Because the store's going. This store isn't just a place where you play X-Wing. It's a place where people play all sorts of games, and we're all gamers at heart, right? We all enjoy a board game. We all enjoy this. We all enjoy new stuff. And we like watching games played as much as we like watching someone teaching you how to paint. There's massive kind of aspects to our hobby. So we're going to take some of our energy, certainly once we get through the stress of getting this place closed and getting that all done. And by the way, that is happening. We're officially going to be completely closed from the end of February. But John may be here the odd day during March, because we still have the lease in March. If anyone wants to come in, use a table, but there won't be any events, and it'll be pretty much a bit of a shell by then. So whatever's here, please come buy some stuff, help us pay off the debts, right? Yeah, exactly. So I just was playing some Blood Bowl before I left. Funny enough, really quite into my Blood Bowl at the moment, Mr. Standard. So listen, please keep supporting this stream, right? Because we're going to do stuff. So if we move away from this and we can still keep the community aspect of things and we keep all you lot and we can keep contact, we can look at hiring a place once every couple of months and putting an event back on.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have to vanish, but we can change the way we're doing things. This bricks and mortar model is not going to work. And I love you guys. We love you guys. And like, I know I haven't been delivering to you guys the kind of the same quality of stream that you were used to right at the beginning. And John knows, and that's because we've both had a lot of shit going on, right? I can't use any other terminology, and this isn't particularly PG right now. This is the truth. This is laid bare, and I hope it's what you love about Weekend Warlords, is that we're not bullshitting you and we're just telling you how it is. So we genuinely care. Like, my heart's broken. I've lost a lot in the last year. Now to lose this actual little home where all us little freaks come together and have some safety and feel a bit secure is very hard. And I know the people that have been here and have had great memories and met a lot of us feel the same way. So I can only thank John, Ash, James and Simon at the end, and anyone else that's really worked here, bricks and mortar, and kept the place going. I've been blessed to be allowed to be part of it. Anything I've given to Weekend Warlords, I give with my heart, and I give him 10 times more if I could. So it's been a true and an absolute honour, and I am. If I had money, we'd have a store and we'd just lose money for the rest of our lives, because I know you can't actually make money out of this anymore. As much as we all like to think it's a dream, I don't think this
was a dream. It was a dream.
No, you know, as much as you want to make that dream, it's so hard now. This country, it ain't just our business.
I mean, put it into perspective. I mean, my family's not rich, and we have not holidayed for, not properly. We've had a week, but we've foregone our fortnightly holidays for 5 years, and we've not had any holidays. We've given that up to try and make this work. We've put a lot of money into it, and a lot of and the money aside, it's the emotional attachment that you think you're going to do something good, and I think we did for a while.
Time for Director John. Just come and say hello to everyone. Okay, hello. So he's not hideous. The
Hopefully
most
not.
hideous looking one out of all of us
I don't like being on camera.
Is me, clearly, right? And that's why I keep saying he's hideous. Right, so John's done a lot of work, and I'm sure, as you can imagine, we're all a little bit emotional and sad. And 5 years on, we tried really hard. But listen, it's just bricks and mortar, right? And it's just stuff that doesn't matter.
Let's be positive.
Yeah, let's be positive.
We have got a really good location to take the stream.
Right.
And
Perfect.
if we get that set up properly,
yep,
we can do a better stream.
Yeah,
I know we
absolutely,
can.
absolutely. And yeah, so John's got a location at his house that he's going to give over. It's great, big, massive location. We're going to try and pull in some cash, and we're going to try and turn it into a proper streaming studio. Looking at something like, you know, once a fortnight with me, and then not just me.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully, some of the guys that are on the stream.
Some of the guys that are on the stream,
Yeah.
we're going to get Ash on, we're going to get James, and we're going to get people that are part of the community we built here at Weekend Warlords and love their little systems and they love their board games, and we're just going to up the stream value of everything. If we can't,
I might enjoy some gaming again.
yeah, John might actually get to play a game.
Because to be honest, I've not gamed very much.
Do you know what?
This is so stressful.
Do you know what? It might well be, Mr. Standard, that on one of the streams, I provide dinner that night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I provide dinner or whatever. But we got to be positive. The stream's not going, so please don't run away or please don't stop supporting. Please understand, there's personal stuff that's gone on in both me and John's lives, right? That we ain't going to talk about
More
on
than
stream,
enough room for a game
right?
table, darling.
We ain't going to talk about on stream. You just have to understand that stuff goes on in everyone's life from time to time. And you just need to send John your positivity and send us your love. Stick with us a little bit. But yeah, the community side of things, I'm not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Ash ain't going nowhere. And we're going to try and do something which gets you guys involved.
And who knows, if the stream does pay, then maybe we'll open up again.
Yeah, you never know. A couple of years down the road, that's actually a really good idea, because we are looking at, once everything's clear and settled, we got to look at whether this could work in an out of town location, if there was the possibility of doing that.
We need to have another stream coming in.
But you got to understand, the man's been kicked in the cojones, and he needs time for them to just heal a little bit, right? Before he goes getting them kicked again, innit?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So that's kind of the long and short of it. The last X-Wing event is on the 16th of February. Please, if you can come. Ram it out, right? The locals that are here, myself included, if you guys want tickets, I'll give you my ticket. I'll give you local people's ticket. We'll give up their tickets. If you guys have never been and you want to get here for that one last shout. There's not a lot of stuff on the shelves, but please come and try and buy it. But yeah, join us for this month. Any of the events that you're interested in on our Facebook page, you can find them all there.
Do you know what? If you come down to the store and you buy something and then you eBay it for more, I won't be cross with you.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? You can make money out of our misery. So, right, listen. That was heavy, wasn't it? That was quite heavy, wasn't it, John?
It was quite heavy.
Right. Should we talk about what we're going to do for you? I love you all so much, right? All your messages I missed after them. What we're going to do today, because we always give you stuff, right? And it's how we kind of, you support us, we support you. So we're going to do 120 stretch goals split into like 3 segments, right? So it's 30, 30, and then the last 60. So you remember we were doing Legion, we've painted a squad Legion, we've painted Legion bunker. So the first 30 is going to get you a squad of Tauntauns. Yes, okay, we're giving some product away for a change. John needs to recoup some of his huge debt. Sue us. The next 30, Rebel Veterans. Nice. And then the last 60. Oh, let me reach over here. Reach over here. Is that bad boy? You remember from last week on stream? It's all done. It's all beautiful. It's all ready for you. That's the last part. So 3 winners. 500 Spondoolies a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be links going up throughout the show on how to donate if you haven't got enough Spondoolies. That'll be open if we hit the stretch goal, or if not, in a couple of weeks when we hit the stretch goal. There's no rush for you guys, yeah? We understand times are tough when it comes to thingy bob. But yeah, also when we go to do the bigger stream, we're going to be looking at doing a lot of stuff like that, giving you guys, having access to product that we can give you away on stream at a relatively cheaper expense than you'd buy in a bricks and mortar store part of the streaming experience. It will just be kind of our way of doing it, especially if we can get our viewership and our subscriptions up high enough at that point, then we can start giving back. So please, once we start shutting down bricks and mortar, anything you guys can do once we start the new stream to push that out there and get us into those different gaming networks, because it's not just X-Wing. I think that's where we really need to kind of go I'll show Ulfric, I love you so much. Let me show you what I mean about. So, listen, guys, if you are new and you're worrying about the Spondoolies thing, if you subscribe, you get an extra ticket when it comes time to do it, right? Cool. Let's talk about stuff that I'm painting. So, can I have a split, John?
You can.
Oh, just let you know, Ash couldn't be with us. I didn't read that message. Was it? You maybe shouldn't read it out. I don't know. Was it private? Something about he having something done to his bottom.
Who's that?
Ash.
No, I think it was something to do with his car, wasn't it?
Honestly, Doddy. So I have got. Oh, yeah, Doddy. Doddy's selling his hobby stuff, guys. It's been on Facebook. If any of you need it, check him out. He's on Facebook. And here's a shameless thing I'm going to be selling, because I had a little conversation with a friend of mine and we don't really know what to do with this. So I am going to be selling my Euros templates. There's 2 in the world. Nathan Idy owns the other set. I own one set. I'm going to be selling that with a signed photo with me holding them, the blah blah blah. If anyone's interested, PM me with a serious offer, please. And yeah, Doddy, I'm about to sell all my pops. I'm about to sell a lot of my collectibles, because times are tough, mate. Times are really, really tough. I've got 230 Star Wars pops if anyone's interested in buying a job lot. Some very valuable pops in that lot. But I'd be willing to take a touch if you took the lot. Anyway, I won't do that. Sell all my personal stuff. I've also got a second-hand lawnmower. I've got a 3-legged chair. I've got a cat with a dog's head. And I've got a dead hamster. All for sale. But yeah, if anyone's interested in those templates, please let me know, because they will be getting sold. I've also got a full set of Worlds dice I'd be considering to sell as well, if you're interested. Not because I'm stopping playing X-Wing. I need some money, man. I need some money. What can I say? So listen, this show, what we're going to do.
Thank you, Alan Barlow.
Thank you, Mr. Barlow. Yeah, it's just one of them things. You'll have the lawnmower. Ash Brooks, what? You should be here. You can't be chatting on stream and not... And what? Where? Should we send Alex Bruce to go and get him? Do you know where he lives? He's not far as well, is he?
He's not that far, but he's far enough. He's far enough to be safe from us.
Is he?
Yeah.
Not if I give Alex the keys to my car.
Well, no, the car would work.
Yeah, but then the car will come back in like little pieces.
Can he drive?
He can drive, but nothing like... He's never driven nothing like that. And he's like, he keeps going, you gonna let me drive it? And I'm like, no. So look, I'm painting tonight.
These are sick. These are
right.
insane.
I'll show you what I'm painting. I'm painting... Remember I started this guy? Cars aren't safe around me. Yeah, well, dude, I would have given you my Peugeot if you told me your one was... Oh,
to be fair,
thank you, Tavern Wars.
You've probably had the worst car history of anybody I know.
Oh, I've got a pretty bad car history.
I don't know.
Mine break too. So I'm going to finish this off, right? I'm going to do all the gun and we're going to do all... Oh, it's going to be amazing. I know I'm enjoying this. So... I've been struggling a bit with stuff to paint for you lot, because my mojo's kind of been... That's life of an artist, right? And especially because you got personal stuff and stores closing, well, you get like that. However, I've really been enjoying recently playing Blood Bowl. It's been years. I'm pretty good at Blood Bowl as well. And I've got some cool stuff I wanted to show you that I've dug out. So, you know me, I like orcs and goblins. This is a goblin team. They're not quite finished, but they're all made out of nobblers. Right, so I give them little American basketball or American football helmets, and I've done them all. I haven't brought them all with me. I've done all the secret weapons, and I've converted everything. So you've got like a little ball thrower, made a little ball, little helmet. They're cool, right? I'll show you a couple more. Really nice, simple. Made the little shoulder pads with green stuff. Nice, simple. Yeah, look, there's one. He's got a catcher's mitt. All simple kind of conversion work. Resculpt. That was probably a resculpted leg, if I can remember rightly. Little bit of plastic card around the front, right? You know, like we used. So while I was like, I was sure I had 2 trolls I made. I'll show you one of them. So this is right. She's got a bit of hair on a little bit coming out. Right. So this. You won't recognise this because this is not available to buy because I made this out of green stuff. Let me talk you through just roughly what this is. So the feet are off of a giant. The belly plates off of a Games Workshop ogre. This little man is off of an orc motorbike, I think. And this hand and part of this hand is from, I think, the giant kit as well. The rest of it is green stuff. Okay, sorry, that's not. That's an orc shoulder pad. But the rest of it's green because I don't like the trolls they had. And he's actually chucking this little guy. Can you see what's going on? She, because this is the wife. This is the wife. This is Bertha. Can you see how he's chucking it? Look at her big red lips, everyone. Look at that. She could sing. Couldn't she? Look at that.
That is sick.
I sculpted those teeth, John.
Did you?
Do you know how hard that was? Right, and I'll show you something, right? I've got a husband, because he's not painted. This was the point of me going through all this, because I found this. I was like, I know I got 2 of those. And literally, I've been searching for this for like 6 months.
Really?
And I found it. So this is her husband. This is Dave. So as you can see, same thing again. Plastic belly plate. I've got some knobbler here. An orc shoulder pad. That's another shoulder pad off something. And then what else we got? A hand off a giant, maybe a hand here as well. The harder bits. But you see this mouth? This is a squig. So this is, you know, the orc war boss that was pointing and the squig was running off his finger?
Yeah.
That's the squig. Yeah. If you can actually see. So it shows you when you can convert stuff, you use parts of a part. So that squig is now his mouth. And yeah, I was thinking, instead of always painting the same stuff, I might... Hi, Mr. Pontin. Hi, Bonsai. Kev B, what are you saying? I might paint some of this craziness on stream. Kind of like, just do stuff that's a little bit fresh, a little bit exciting. What do you think? Should I? Shouldn't I? Are you interested? You're not interested? Let me show you these. So I'm doing that tonight. And this was the inspiration, remember, for those of you. These are kind of like the painted versions. Yes. Who's going to the open? Yeah, wicked. Chuck some topics of conversation, John. And this is kind of the big guy that goes with it. Let's get you in nice. Okay, these are kind of meat hawks.
Bonsai asks, what games are you not good at?
What games am I not... Do you know what? I don't... all the games I've ever played... I've only played 3, though, really.
40k.
40k I was really good at that. I was Grand Champion, third. X-Wing and Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl.
Yeah. But I think it's because I love something. I don't think it's because I'm very lucky, obviously, but you know when you love something, you know when you get to that point, like Alex is sat in the other room with Scarlett, right, keeping her company, and Alex has started playing Blood Bowl for the first time ever. And I came down in the morning, because Alex will go to bed later than me, and I noticed there was a Blood Bowl book in the front room where Alex sits. And I was like, okay, I'm doing some Inspector Clouseauing on Alex right now. Something's been going on here. And I was like, oh, so you're enjoying Blood Bowl then? Because at first he wasn't. And then he was like, yep, I was dreaming about it all night. You know when you get to that point, when you're really into something, where you can't switch it, it's like, that's it. It's there, and it engrosses. And when your brain gets like that with something, I think the pathway, you can almost create new pathways in the brain of how to deal with it. So you create these mechanics in your head. So if you really love and passionate, I think that's part of being good at something like that. But I don't know, I'll have to try some other games. I am very competitive. That's very true. And I think that has part of the thing to do with me being good at stuff, that I don't like to just go and do something and be rubbish at it. If I was really bad at something, I'd be like, okay, bye, I'm not doing that. I've got to at least be kind of competitive, otherwise it's kind of a little bit demoralising.
That's your thing, isn't it?
That's kind of my thing. So sorry to ask stock questions, but do you have any WW templates left?
I don't think we do.
Do you know what,
I don't think we do.
Rattler? Message me, remind me, and I'll have a look at home. I might have a pack. I might have a pack. Yeah, Ash. This is what we've been talking about. Is we'd love to do something where we do like a stream night, like maybe say like a Saturday night. We have a few drinks, get a big table out, play a big game of Legion. I don't know how to play Legion. New squads, talk through tactics, all them sort of things. Outer Rim is very good. Yeah, and Warcry is excellent as far as John. My God, they're going too fast.
I'm trying. The problem is.
So Outer Rim, right? So I played Outer Rim a couple of times, loved it, and played it with like 4 people. But a friend of mine reckons Outer Rim's better if you only play with maximum of 3, and it's even better if you just play with 2 people. Who agrees? Because he thinks the turn thing becomes too long at 4 players.
Possibly. But if you're drinking and eating snacks, that doesn't really matter, does it? It's exactly what you want.
Drinking beer, eating peanuts. Yeah, flicking them out of your belly button.
Yeah.
We'll all be sat there in Grandad shirts.
We'll
all be sat there in Grandad shirts.
We should rename it Old Man Gaming.
Sorry, Old Man what?
Old Man Gaming.
Okay. I heard something else, everyone, and I was not on any level up for that sort of stream.
No, it definitely wasn't that.
No, okay.
I think there is a stream called that.
I hope not. So, right, okay. Let's clean my old man glasses, everyone. If you've noticed, I've got all my winter clothes on because it's quite chilly. So is there anything special happening on... Outer Rim, good. 3 is the magic number for me. There I go. So they're all agreeing about 3.
3, yeah.
Is there anything special happening as far as that last X-Wing event goes?
Well, we should maybe say that. I don't know if the stream knows. The 16th of Feb.
Yeah, I know. The 16th of Feb is our last ever X-Wing event.
There have been some calls to throw a bit of a party afterwards.
But I mean, is there anything funky going to be happening with the actual tournament, like rules-wise or curveballs or?
Was the stream thing?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What do you think? Last Weekend Warlords X-Wing tournament in the Bricks and Mortar store.
What do you want to see?
What do you want to see?
Right, and I'm going to start actually painting some toy soldiers. It's the day after Paul's birthday. Oh, it's Mrs. Stander. Hi, Mrs. Stander. Hold on. I try to flatten my eyelids, and I've given myself a bit of headache. Bring 2 lists and choose in secret.
Play anything.
What about bring 2 lists and they're just like a bit of paper folded up and your opponent picks?
Yeah.
And you pick your opponents?
Random, yeah. That's
quite nice. Hyperspeed. It's got to be extended, innit? It can't be hyperspeed. It's got to be extended.
Yeah.
But just because let everyone play with all of their toys.
Yeah.
Hi, my darling. Mr. Ander, what's going to go on? I'm not going to see Mrs. Stander no more. I'm sad. Mr. Ander messaged me when he found out about the shop. Thank you very much, Mr. Stander. It was a charming, very lovely message. And tell Jude I'll be fine. Bless him. First thing that Jude said was, what's Rasta going to do? Love him. Bless him, little art. Right, so, where is... Oh, there he is. God, the Alzheimer's really setting in. Really is setting in. Right, so, now, here you're going to see a classic Rasta panic in its natural environment. Because what's Rasta done? Rasta's painted green. And walked away and not finished all the green areas.
You don't know what colour that is,
I don't know what colour they are, John. Let's get some names that say green on the pot. We mix them together, and we hope for the best. That's a green colour. Sorry, I have all my colours, and you know I can't actually tell. I have to turn the labels. That's orange.
So am I never going to be able to get a Weekend Warlords t-shirt now? Well, who knows? Who knows?
Well, you can't have none of mine, mate, because honestly, you wouldn't even get half a leg into one of mine. Let's face facts. Lay off the pies, Paul. Do you know what I mean? It's Mrs. Stander. She feeds him too well.
So, yeah.
She feeds him too well. So I need to finish just this little bit of like arm and shoulder, and I'm going to do that before I start addressing. You know, kind of what's cool at this point is that I'm starting to do all the details. Can you see? Let's see if I can point stuff out at you. Oh, where is my... I've just got to find something in a second. Where is it?
Put your glasses on. He's already got his glasses
I've got my glasses on. I just need to see. No, sorry. It's not important. As you can see, I've started just block colouring in, right? This is just some black, white check before I do any damage. I've put on a base coat here of this kind of deserty colour. Some red where I want the red. That's all I'm doing, is I'm just picking out some put some base colours on. Remember we worked on some of these metals in looking at that. Here is a question for you. Who makes the most tyres every year? Oh, it's easy, it's Lego. Paul, ask me a hard question, for God's sake. I mean, like, I'm so into my Lego and you ask me a question like that. What is the most valuable ever made Lego minifigure? Don't Google it, right? Either you know it or you don't know it. Either you're that much of a geek like I am that you know that. There's 3 of them in ascending order of value. And if you don't get it in 5 minutes, I will tell you.
Has anyone played the FFG Marvel game? Any good?
Oh,
Crisis.
Crisis. They have been playing that here, haven't
it
they?
does look good. It does look good. We did have a copy on the shelf.
But I heard like a but then in your voice. Why, John?
Why?
Have you had bad feedback about it?
No,
or?
I've only had positive feedback.
So,
I was thinking more that we got any stock in, but I think we've sold out.
Is my lovely Lee Dalton on stream, do you know? Is Protec in the background hiding?
Protec models.
Because if he is, I know that Lee had a load of, and he was very much into it, so to speak. Yep, Stephen Wagstaff got it. So, there was 3 Boba Fett's made. One in, I think it was 18 karat gold. One in sterling silver. And one in solid bronze.
Is that right?
And there was only 3 ever made. And they were given away by Lego to competition winners or something like that. Like, you had to win them, and like the gold one's worth a lot of money in gold alone. Yeah. But then the actual value of it because of what it is, it's mad.
Lego Boba Fett. I want that.
I want that, John.
Yeah.
I'd like 2.
Somebody's got one out there. You send it to Weekend Warlords.
Yeah, if anyone's got a spare solid gold Boba Fett,
yeah, I might just help us out a little bit.
I'll trade you it.
How much is it worth? Do you know?
I don't know. I can't remember. It's in, because that changes, doesn't it? Everything's going to change as years go by. But I've got this big book that Clive brought me all about every Lego Star Wars kit ever made yet. I have pictures of it on my wish list. Good evening, guys. Heard that. Leon, oh man. Oh, Leon, tell Law a thing will be with her Wednesday. I'm really sorry. I've had a shit show. Tell Law it's coming. It'll be there Wednesday. I will message her about that tomorrow anyway. But hi, Leon. Hello, my darling. And yes, mate, thank you very much. Mr. Bolton's already put a lovely post up. Actually, Mr. Bolton, he made me cry yesterday when I read that. I had to switch off Facebook at that point. I was like, no, can't do it.
That?
Oh, he put a thing on the Weekend Warlords page saying, here to see the sad news, blah, and that was it. It just tipped me. And I was like, you know what I'm like, John?
Yeah.
Show me a puppy, I start crying. It's all
Tartan James subscribe. Thank you for the subs, guys.
Yeah, the subs are massive, right?
It's still important to us.
The subs are massive to us. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, sorry, but I've said worse on stream, so I'm just going to carry on. Because I've done the face, right? Let's take him off his little thing. See that wicked eye, man? Look at that eye. That eye's bad boy. And that was that technique, right? You still going to be doing the dial covers, Rasta. So For those of you that are Patreon subscribers, yeah, I'm drawing your dial at the moment. You're getting a loaf cat, the next one. You won't see as many of those coming my way in the future. So John has lost money running this business. The dials started really well. I'm not going to lie. First wave was great. Second wave was okay. The last couple of waves ended up costing me best part of £2,000 out of my pocket. And like, I ain't got money to be wasting on time like that. So I will do some occasionally, but at the moment it's a whole new life balance. I have different priorities. But like, when life serves you lemons, you make lemonade, right? So I just need time to work out a lemonade recipe.
You do what it says there, mate.
When life gives you lemons, freeze them and throw them as hard as possible at the people making your life difficult. Right? I personally don't agree with that statement. I am more of the mindset, it is not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you get up and keep moving forward.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay?
Very
so,
true.
Anyway. God, I'm right on my soapbox today, isn't I? Right on it, I am. It's because I haven't spoken to you lunatics for... Oh, Adam Byatt, thank you, my darling.
Thank you.
I haven't spoken to you lunatics for a little while. So this is just... I'm using my Vallejo Game Air paint. I'm not using GW paint. And I like using the airbrush paint.
Have you tried the GW airbrush paints though? Because they are a bit thinner than the standard
I have
paints.
tried them as an airbrush paint.
Yeah.
And I thought they were quite good.
Yeah.
I really like the metals.
The pots are absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, they were stupid. The most stupid thing ever.
Yeah. Put airbrush paint in a standard pot is just nuts.
But
the actual paint itself's not bad.
I can't say I've tried painting with them with a brush.
That'd be interesting to see.
But these are... I think they're just right. You don't need too much thinning, if any thinning with these.
Yeah, the Pi uses GW Air as a brush paint.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, so all I did is I added some dark green and some sick green. Yeah. And I'm just, look, all I'm doing is a darker green to a lighter green, and I'm just progressively just adding more of that light green and working at light points. And you're trying to create muscle definition by where you are putting those light sources. Talk to me, John, because I'm painting now, mate. I can't read a stream.
Yeah, nobody said anything since the Pi. I think they're all holding their breath watching you, as they often do, and as I often do when I'm watching you paint.
Does anyone know?
You're right. Got a crick.
Does anyone know when we are due to get Star Wars on DVD, please? And does anyone know if we are due to get The Mandalorian on some sort of format that isn't a streaming service before it becomes a streaming service in this country?
You'll get it as a streaming service first. It's coming slightly earlier, I believe, Disney Plus.
Oh, is it?
Only by about a week, but...
So when I do like shoulder muscles, once I've got like a base colour...
It's called watching Tron whilst watching this. It's a multitasking kind of evening.
I'll pull like these straight lines across the muscle group.
Wants to know if you're going to reverse your previous decision to not take commissions. Are you going to start taking commissions again, in other words, I think. I don't think that's really affecting Rasta, Paul, because Rasta never worked here. So I think his decision is still whatever it was.
My decision about stopping my business on that side of things has been based purely because of the fact I am now a full-time single parent. I have Scarlett 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and I take her to school at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I pick her up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and she is my priority, and that unfortunately does not work with being a full-time miniature painter. Because when you're a full-time miniature painter, you earn about £3.50 an hour. And you have to work like 20 hours a day. So I can't do that no more. I'm just going to burn myself out for making no money, and I can kind of make a more healthy living for my daughter at that point with the time I've got, and then the time I need to be at home with her, I'm at home with her. She's priority until she's 18. So that's where my decision of that's come from. And when you are a single self-employed, and I've been self-employed most of my adult life, most people don't realise the stress involved. There's great freedom, don't get me wrong at all, with being self-employed, but there's also a huge amount of like personal things you have to do, and the only motivator is yourself, and that can become incredibly stressful when you've done 12 hours of work and then you realise I still need to do 2 hours of talking to them, and I've got to do that bit of paperwork, and oh my god, I haven't done that, and that's due by then, and it's just you. So that can become too much. So yeah, I like I said, you get lemons, you make lemonade, don't you? So I got some lemons. The most important thing to do is my little girl. When that's sorted, then a new chapter can happen and a new thing, and I might find something, you know, amazing comes out of not doing commissions, because I might have some time back to create something that is world renowned, groundbreaking, like stunning, makes people, you know, get back to that.
I think it's
Here's the question for you both. Other than any Star Wars films, what are your favourite films? That's a really good question. John?
Star Wars films.
So, all right. So, that's
hard.
There's so many things. Have you seen The Mandalorian? I haven't.
I
haven't seen The Mandalorian.
I've seen The Mandalorian. Mandalorian's very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Spaghetti Western. My wife and daughter went to see Jojo Rabbit at the film festival in London.
Jojo Rabbit? What's that?
It's a comedy about the Hitler Youth.
Right.
Which is a bold film to make. But yeah, it's supposed to be very, very good. I've seen 1917. I saw that at the weekend. That was very good. Probably not quite as good as I think the hype made out, but still very good. Very well shot film.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. That one.
1917.
Yeah.
It's one continual.
One continual shot.
Yeah.
So was it more of a people were getting excited because of the gimmick more than it was this groundbreaking?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Or more than it was
wasn't
this
the greatest
film.
story in the world.
Yeah, that's what really makes a film a good film. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the story.
Looked really good.
I like a lot of films, dude. I am very like into me fantasy, sci-fi, and all that.
Yeah.
But I love, like, you know, Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Good films. Good films.
True Romance. Do you remember, have you seen True Romance?
I must have done that.
It's with Christian Slater and Rosanna Arquette.
Yeah.
Films like that. You know the latest Mad Max?
Yeah, that's
really love that
film.
film. Loved that film.
I always like Blade Runner. I'll sit and watch Blade
was that
Runner.
True Lies? Or was it Here Is the Sixth?
True Lies, Captain 8.
Here is 6 Underground. Yeah, do you know what? 6 Underground was really good. Really good. But
that's the one on...
Yeah, it's with the guy who plays Deadpool.
Yeah.
True Romance.
I thought that was on Netflix, actually. Was it on Amazon Prime? Maybe.
Yeah, True Romance, that's it. Gary Oldman as Drexel. Even though I almost forgot it was Monday. Hey, Bremy, what are you saying, bro? Did you watch Brightburn? No, what's Brightburn?
Brightburn's like the opposite of Superman. It's about a kid who's brought up, I think it's Brightburn, and he gets bullied and he grows up all twisted. but he's got like powers of Superman.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite dark. I've not seen it, but I think that's what it's about.
And what? And is that on Netflix as well?
Yeah, I think so. Evil Superman story. Yeah, that's right. I don't think it was that great, to be honest, but from what I heard. What's the one I always like?
I love me a bit of Lord of the Rings, of course, and
yeah, Lord of the Rings.
but I mean, they're like kind of your
Hobbit, not so much.
No, Hobbit was
Yeah.
terrible. It really was. What are you whittling about out there, child? Nothing. All right. Scarlett's in the house, everyone. Of course she is. Otherwise she'd be in the house by herself, about 40 mile away. I'll lend you Brightburn DVD. Once upon a time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt. Not seen that. I'm a bit put off with anything with DiCaprio in. I've got to be completely honest with you.
What's the one with?
And I know he's a good actor and all that, but it's something about him. I just want to punch him in his mouth.
What's the one with Dr. Manhattan in?
Scarlett. The Pie has just said good evening to the best Delapina. She
Watchmen.
says hi.
I always like The Watchmen.
Watchmen's a good film.
Yeah, that's a good film. If you've not
Oh,
seen The
I'm
Watchmen,
nowhere near camera.
Sorry,
sorry. I love Reservoir Dogs. Oh,
have you seen his latest film?
which one? Django.
No. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's. What do I think of Blade Runner 2049? It was okay. Yeah.
So that
I didn't quite enjoy it as much as the original.
That's been on Netflix for ages,
Yeah.
and I have just been so put off with actually watching it because it's like it's just going to be rubbish, isn't it?
It isn't as good as Blade Runner.
And it's a long film to sit through and not be like, that was amazing. It's got a lot to live up to. I don't know why they keep trying to remake these films that were like perfect at the time.
Yeah.
Am I right in assuming?
TV series Watchmen, that was good. There's some really good TV series at the moment. Richie said I prefer Blade Runner 2049 to the original. Well, can't be right all the time, can you, Richie? It's like saying I preferred Ghostbusters.
Yeah, when they fixed Richie's eye, they severed quite a lot of like the brain tissue. You're looking forward to what? Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Do you know what? I work in a library at the moment.
Right.
And if I go down to the third floor, it is just like the library from Ghostbusters if nobody else is on that floor.
Is there a Slimer?
It's all dark and all the lights are like PIR, so they're like movement sensors.
Okay.
So it's dark all the way down there. It's just row after row of like dark corridors. It's well spooky if nobody's there.
Winsor and Newton, Pete Brown ink, right? That's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to start dirtying up some of this desert colour.
Rattler 84 just tipped £5. Ulfric subbed on another sub.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We're on £70, 120, and we're going to give away some Legion models and.
Well, at 70, you're getting. We're definitely going to give you some Legion stuff at 70.
Yeah.
But we know you'll hit it. So who don't want some free toys? Who don't want some free toys? So I'm just starting to put some of this brown on. When you're using like inks, there's like so many ways to use them. You don't have to obliterate. And with these, this is a proper ink as well. So you can move it about, right? And it kind of listens to you a little bit more than the cheapy rubbish stuff that a lot of these miniature companies knock out. There's nothing wrong with actual genuine calligraphy ink for drawing.
You and Ash get the parcel I sent you? Bremy 1508. Ash is on the stream. If Ash is there, he will mention it. I think there was something that they were absolutely blown away.
Yeah, it was Sabak. He sent Sabak.
Was it Sabak?
Yeah, but he just sent us a photo, didn't he? He said he started crying. Hey, wait. You sent him Sabak, didn't you? He sent me a picture and he was like, I'm in tears.
Ash was in proper tears.
He was properly crying if you sent him Sabak, Bremy. I'm sorry, mate, I haven't mentioned it because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
He's probably sold the other one.
Quite often, the first time we see each other in the whole week or for weeks is when we do the stream.
Yeah.
So we're kind of catching up.
And he's not here now
He's not here
because he's
now.
having his eyebrows done.
Yeah.
It's that time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, there he is. Yes, oh my God, Bremy, you are my hero.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was Sabak, wasn't it, Ash?
I'll tell you what. If we get it sorted in our new streaming location, the first thing we'll stream is a game of Sabak. Ash, does that sound good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Galaxy's Edge Sabak. Question, what is this about the store closing? You'll need to rewind to the start of the stream, but...
Mechalex,
yeah.
Who are you? For a start, I'm interested in this name. Yeah, and it's actually like the proper Sabak, man. Yeah. So if you've noticed, as I'm starting to go back over this second, I'm going to back off now, right? If you do this too much, it starts lifting off. But as you noticed, I'm starting to build layers of this, right? Because I'm not going to go back too much and clean this off. when I go back and put highlight in, I'm going to do it because I want to simulate damage.
Does anybody know when the new damage decks are out?
I'm someone who comes to the store every now and then. Oh, okay, Mick, look. Store's closing, bro. It's just not financially viable for us to continue. If you do like rewind back to the beginning of this stream, I did like a whole 20 minutes explaining kind of what's going on. Hey, Dalton, what are you saying? But yeah, unfortunately, the stream won't be closing and we're going to do bigger and better things. But yeah, unfortunately, the bricks and mortar store for Weekend Warlords is going to have to close, and we will hopefully in a year or 2 or 3 years or whenever be looking at trying to re-establish a bricks and mortar venue. But for the time being, yeah, I'm afraid the end of February is the end of it for us. Thank you, Arch Nin.
It's just too expensive to be here.
What was that? I missed that. It moved out of my screen too quickly.
What, from who?
I don't know. It just possibly never will be. Not opened. Possibly never will be. It's above Corporal Hicks's points.
Not open. Possibly never will be. It's probably on YouTube. The problem is I can't see YouTube chat on this thing, which is really weird. Right, okay. But I will find it.
So I'm going to put some of this as well on this white. Let's get this dirty. Because they are orcs, aren't they? It's going to be filthy dirty. This guy's like, he's a helper for a pig doc. Or whatever they called. Guy with a big dirty syringe.
Pain doc.
Pain guy? Pig man?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, pig man. Let's put a bit on the red. I'm going to put a bit everywhere. I love this Pete Brown ink. I don't know what it is about it.
Why do they have to change things, George?
What, mate? What's happened? What's happened,
They've
John?
changed YouTube, they've changed Twitch. It's all different.
Life changes, John.
Well, they shouldn't.
It evolves.
They should just stay the same.
So, yeah, Mr. Dalton. We'll miss you guys. Can't make the 16th. Yeah, gutted, Mr. Ponton. Pain boy. Thank you, Ash. Mr. Dalton, we were talking about, someone asked a question about Crisis Protocol. And I know you have done quite a bit with it. So they were asking whether it's a good game, worth looking into, etc., etc. we'd love a bit of feedback, mate. Love a bit of feedback on what you think, because I know you've spent some time with the game. Lee's furiously typing at the moment, feverishly. So now that's dried again at the back, and I can go back in. You know, it's like I'm like dabbing it.
Oh, somebody mentioned The Boys TV show. Yeah, that was wicked. I missed that. Very good. You not seen that? You seen that?
No.
So The Boys are like a secret organisation that keep the superheroes in life.
Yeah. I've seen the advert. I haven't actually seen it though.
The TV show deviates from the comics quite a bit.
But what program? What channel's that on?
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's not a channel, is it?
It is.
It's a massive multimedia company. I want, like, if it ain't on BBC One. Between.
Do you know what? BBC One's no longer mainstream TV.
What? Shut up.
It's not. I'm afraid when you get YouTube.
Listen, whenever I go to YouTube, the first thing I type in is BBC One. Yeah. How do you watch your BBC? I watch it through YouTube, mate. Who doesn't?
YouTube, I watch it through my Roku stick.
You can't make a sarcastic joke with John because he doesn't possess the intelligence to calculate sarcastic jokes.
Rasta's level of humour and
dolphin scene is amazing.
Yeah, dolphin scene is amazing. Yeah.
What's dolphin scene?
I think he's talking about The Boys. There is a dolphin scene in there. Yeah.
Archnin, 2 weeks, bro. Love you, Steve. 2 weeks, we'll be back. That's the plan, Brooksy. So you better get with it, even though we make this stuff up while you're not here.
Don't even have normal TV in my house no more. The Pie, if you're not watching Netflix or Prime, you're doing it wrong. Agreed.
I think you should all go do some exercise.
And do you know what? The kids don't even watch that. They watch YouTube.
Where's my air dryer, John? Where's my air dryer, John? They've stolen my air dryer.
Should be over there somewhere, mate.
Oh.
That's plugged in, you.
Sorry, everyone.
Just getting in his printer there.
Oh wait, sorry, I've been late setting up my new printer. Lost track of what day it is. It is Monday. Do you know what? Lately, every time I keep doing the year, it's not that I keep saying 2017. Not like 2000. And Alex said he was doing it as well. It's like why
2017?
Why 17? Why
you're stuck in that year?
Oh, Jesus, I wish it was 2017.
Do you know what?
What?
The students refer to the year 2000 as being retro.
What did Alex say to me the other day? In fact, it was today, something about, we didn't have that back then. And he was talking about 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
We is old, George.
We is old, man. We old. Right, I'll show you what I'm going to do on the back. So, you know, with this, this area, so I dirtied it all up now. And there ain't kind of the traditional areas where you'd think you'd want to highlight it up. So instead of doing that, there might be a little bit. I'm going to start doing some chipping on it. I'm going to show you this little technique, right? So we're going to get some black first. If I can find the black. Where's the black? That looks like black. So we're just going to get some black, right?
It's when you can blow a kid's mind by saying mobile phones weren't a thing when you were at school that gets me.
Who said that?
The Pie.
He's not that old.
Aye. The internet weren't a thing when I was at school.
I can remember when the internet started.
Yeah. Dial-up modem. Did you have a dial-up modem, George?
Did I have a dial-up modem? I knew a man that had one of those mobile phones that was capable of killing an elephant because it was like a brick. You know, that you had to carry it.
Carry with a handle.
Yeah. There's a lot of people killed by those, you know, John.
I bet it was.
Not because of getting hit with them, because they had terrible bad backs afterwards. Couldn't work, starved to death.
Playing games by post. I remember that.
Playing what?
Playing games by post.
So I'm gonna catch these edges, right? Now, when you are doing chipping work or this kind of detail on tiny little miniatures like this, always less is more, but you can add in. So what I'm saying is start with less, and if you want more, add. Don't
Oh, do you remember Teletext?
go super heavy. Of course I remember Teletext.
Jeez.
You can book your holiday on there and everything.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the underlayer of some metal chipping. Some of these little bits of black that I'm putting on, you can see, right? They'll end up being left.
I used to program Teletext games. It's the loosest sense of programming, I think.
It's a what sense
The
of
loosest sense of programming.
fight.
Just think, in April it will be 420 all month. Not sure what that means.
Who said that?
Bonsai 15.
It's because he's from America, surely.
Did they have teletext in America?
No, it's about the fact that 420. They do it the other way around.
What?
Or 420, do they? Yeah, we say the 20th of the 4th,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah.
We say the day.
The right way.
They say the right way. Just like, the side of the road we drive on.
The right side.
The right side, yes. I love you, John. So when we revamp the stream, everyone, I would like you all to feel confident in the knowledge that you will not lose the casual racism from this this stream. You will not lose the blatant hatred of anything un-English. Distrust, I would say. Fear, in fact. Would you say fear?
You're going to have to do a diversity course, I feel.
Why? Because I don't have to mix with those people.
Diversity.
I don't have to mix with those Yankee Doodle dandies, do I? I only have to speak to them on the stream. And if they can't understand Queen's English, it's not my fault. I'm afraid, darling. So, I'll show you what I'm doing, right? I'll show you on this. I'm doing this. You see these? Oh, it's getting get out of the light. See these chips?
He's mental, he is.
That's what we're doing. We're doing these chips. Do you know, I actually forgot part of that process. Let's start again. Not start again. Let me just add something to that. Now, this is going to be hard, John. Desert yellow. So I've got a bit of desert yellow and a bit of this bony colour. Let's put it on the edge of that palette. Where's in shot? Well, you're not going to see that because of the bounce.
I'm not bloody American. I'm Welsh by the grace of God. So we accused him of being American there.
Who accused him?
Well,
Bonsai. Bonsai!
420 all month.
I'm sorry, mate. So I should have done this lighter colour first. But it's alright, I'll just catch little parts of the edge of that black. So when you put that lighter colour, that makes the depth. And you don't have to go both sides, just on one side of the chip. Sorry, holding my breath time. You know when I go quiet, what's happening. So did Lee answer about Crisis Protocol?
Maybe. The stream went so fast, I've lost most of it.
Come back to us, Lee.
Yep. He said he did, yes. Yep.
Well,
what was the answer? We've done mistedly.
little bit of silver. Just letting you know what I'm doing. Off, you can't see on my mat. I've got a little bit of black on my palette so that this silver's not super bright, but then I can brighten it back up with the silver.
So we've got the camera. Love the morals. 11. Game is fun. Don't think it will be competitive, but a skirmish with mates is one of the best.
There you go. That sounds like a pretty good review. How much was it?
I think you suspected copy and pasted what he did earlier. How much was it? Pass. How much is the starter set, Lee? 90 quid.
That's quite a lot for a...
Yeah, you do get quite a bit in it.
I mean, what's your average board game nowadays, John?
You know what?
They can be a lot of money, can't they?
Yeah, if you're talking a big starter set, you're easily talking 50 quid. And anything up from there, really. I mean, X-Wing is quite unusual for the price it is for a starter set. Ten figures and loads of terrain.
Which is not bad, I suppose, for that sort of money.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking less than 10 quid per figure.
Which is not bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, new board games are hitting 100 quid plus now. And this is the other problem, is convincing people that 100 quid is there's a lot of gameplay there. When you look at the most computer games, 40 or 50 quid.
Yeah.
It's a big ask for some people.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there, actually.
Yeah.
I'm sticking round the back, everyone, as I like to. Boom, boom. Now I'm finding me reds and my dark red. Where's my dark red? That looks it. Nemesis is 1, 2. What's that? What's Nemesis? Ooh. What's Nemesis, John?
Nemesis. I don't know.
Why not, John?
Apparently it's pretty standard for tabletop gaming minis these days.
What is
Aliens board game by Awaken Realms.
Is that a new one coming out? So I'm just lightening. You see, I've got these dark reds. So I'm working through. I'm not trying to stick to one colour and work it on the whole model. I'm just working areas, and I'm going to kind of address them and finish them as I'm moving. You can see the light to dark right already, top to bottom. I'll just keep adding a little bit more red to that.
Anyone played Core Space?
Never even heard of that. What's that? Core Space.
Let me have a look.
Google it, John.
I will.
Oh, did any of you guys answer me about when the Star Wars will be out on DVD? The Star Wars. You know what I mean. I'm going to add in a little bit of this. I've just got some bony colour on my... Oh. Start again, because I dipped it in some silver as well, which wasn't clever. Do you know the whole of the internet can hear you? In Australia, everywhere. I've just had a message from someone in Zimbabwe about you, Scarlett. Yeah. Catch that right edge. I do love a little strong highlight. But when you're doing them strong, you've got to be really subtle with the edge of it. You can have a big jump in colour, but you soften it as you come up. Can you start to see? And it's got those rivets on there, so I painted over those. With stuff like that, don't try painting around it, go back in afterwards.
Sorry, I was just sorry, stream. I've not been concentrating on what's been going on because I've been
put the black dot.
My wife. T2000 Terminator's just tipped £10.
Mark, I love you.
Richie said I played Western Legends, most fun I've had in ages. We're gonna have to do some research, Rasta. Anything on DVD? That was a crazy file. Are there?
And so now, because
are there any 18XX players listening that have played the new 1862? Is it worth the 75 price tag?
Who's that?
Mr. Stander.
Is that like XX? Is that a naughty game?
No, I think it's 1862. 18XX. It's 1800, I guess.
So you see like things like those little rivets. So can you see? I've got it in shot there. See like those two little studs? So I painted the red first, then highlighted the red, then I put a black dot, then the silver dot. Alright, and it makes things pop. It makes all that little detail that's just on that little thing start to lift out and pop. And have just lovely character. Okay. So that's what we're going to keep working around doing. Hey, oh, Mr. Dalton, we love you. We made the stretch goal.
Well, hey!
Thank you, my darling. Please, ladies and gentlemen,
keep donating.
Keep donating. You took the words right.
You got £1 million? That's cool.
Even if you just like to give us a little bit.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much. So we will open the raffle. The prizes are tonight, Mr. Dalton. Where are they, John? Where have you put them? We got 3 prizes. I held up 4 fingers because of the Alzheimer's. So the first 2 prizes are, the first one is a box of Tom Riders, which I genuinely are like, they're wicked, man. I would like to paint them, but there is also how hard painting fur is, especially that sort of grey meh fur. The second prize is a squad of Rebel veterans, and the third prize is a beautiful painted bunker that we did on stream last week. So 3 prizes.
It's going to look wicked on.
It's going to look wicked on your table. It'd be even hilarious if Richie C won it to go with his squad of clone troopers I gave away the week before. That's what you're winning. It's 500 Spondoolies a ticket. It is going to be unlimited tickets, and if you are a subscriber, when you get your ticket, you will get an extra ticket for free. John is sorting that out. He will put it live for you in a minute. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, you lovely, beautiful, generous bunch of people. Oh my gosh. Pie, you made all me bits vibrate. He sent me a message. It was Pie.
What's that?
Yeah. Something about he's got a hard drive for me.
Oh, really?
You see what I did?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
That
was wicked, mate.
Can we keep that in the new stream?
No.
No.
That's
Do I
it.
have to go
Last
on one of
time,
those
that's one-
courses?
one only.
You did, bro. Thank you. It's been a while. So thank you, bro. Yeah. Bob's your uncle and all that. Thanks, bro. I'll hook up with you. You might actually see me at some point up in Birmingham now that we got nowhere to play X-Wing for a bit. So we've done that lovely back bit. What should I do next? Should I do a bit of this black and white? Just nice, simple.
Hopefully I've done that right.
What have you done, John?
A giveaway is live.
Oh! 1 to 100, 200, they cost 500 spondoolies. Right, so in order to enter, it is exclamation raffle.
Yeah. And then the number of tickets.
Space number of tickets,
yeah.
right? Oh, nice. Yeah, awesome. Let's crack on. I'm just having a little vape. Right. Let's go on with this little bit. I am going to go over some of this beautiful black check, or this white check with a bit more black. Just to... It can be a bit scary when you've done that. You spent that long getting a perfect check, and then I put a bit of black over it just so that I can make it look like it's chipped. And anywhere on the white, bit of the edge, it would have chipped down here, wouldn't it? Because it's the bottom of his... It's the bit that's going to get bashed up a bit. So you're taking bits of it away, but you'll still see that you've got a check there, if you know what I mean. And then the same again with a bit of silver.
There's all raffles going on. Check patterns always frighten me. I'm just not good enough to pull it off properly. The pie.
So let me see if I can demyth something. Really not that hard. So let's get... Trick is with most things is that your paint flows. So let's paint on paper. So you literally want to, if you were, whether you were going black or white, right, whichever way round, I'd probably more inclined to paint it black and paint white checks. But literally just draw yourself a line and then come across. That's what you want to be doing. You don't want to be trying to draw checks. You want to just paint yourself.
Draw the squares first.
Draw the squares. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that a little bit. It's because of that weird light. But just draw your squares and then you start. You'll go in and you have your reference points to get your checks in.
Rattler, I'll try and sort that out.
So don't be trying to paint each one and join them up. Just lines, cross them out, and then you go back and you tidy and you neaten and so on and so forth. They're really not that hard. And small brush, flow in paint. Flow in paint. People never make their paint flow enough. It's always too thick, and then you can't get like... I've explained about how a brush works with a stock and how you want that to flow through the nib. You want the paint to flow like a quill. So that's got to be liquefied enough for that to happen. Wow, look at all these colourful emojis they've got.
Pokemon and all sorts.
Poke who? Poke my mum?
How'd you get Pikachu on a bus?
You Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst.
It's a good night.
No, it's not. Has anyone seen that Detective Chicapoo? That film? John, have
Is
you
anybody
seen
in the stream going to actually own up to it? I haven't seen it. Yep, Lee Dalton has.
Tart and James would have seen it.
I took Zoe. You didn't take Zoe. You went on your own, Lee.
Was it good? Was it
Better
funny?
than I expected from Boba Fred. So it was okay. I actually thought Detective Who was pretty good. We saw it. It was a lot of fun.
Who was that?
Yeah, it was fun. So that's the Lou the Lunatic. Boba Fred's been to see it. Lee Dalton's been to see it. Mr. Standers been to see it. Corporal Hicks says it's worth a watch.
Oh, okay. These are all promising. It's him though, isn't it? He's funny, that guy. What's his name that voices it? The one that did Deadpool.
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
He's just funny. He's got that
he
voice.
Does seem to have a lot going for him, doesn't he?
To be fair, you know, like he's one of them that
He's got more hair than me.
he has got more hair than you, John. But I've got more hair than you. But it doesn't make me Ryan Reynolds, does it?
That's true.
It's just one of them things where he's kind of flavour at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the 90s when all roads led to Schwarzenegger? Every film was Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he's a bit like that at the moment. And I do think he's wicked.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy was big, wasn't
Eddie Murphy was big.
he? Yeah.
No, that was Tom Hanks was big.
Tom Hanks was big.
No,
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was...
All right.
Like, I worked really hard at that. I wrote that 2 weeks ago, that joke. And I've been waiting for the perfect moment for that to get slipped in. I've got a set of billiard balls here, John. What?
Did you not see my mighty beard, Paul?
Yeah, you missed. John was on stream, man.
You
missed it.
missed it.
He was like nearly naked.
In fact, I'm going to have to go home tonight and actually trim my beard because it's so mighty.
But you know what might happen tonight? Is you might go home.
Yeah. And get lucky. And no, she might be watching, actually. I must not say that.
When he comes home tonight, he's famous now. He's been on the internet. Right? Honestly, they'll be waiting for him outside. Don't show him how much you love him when he gets home.
Yeah, I reckon.
But you hurt him up.
I want more likes to get stoned.
Hospitalise him with amore.
It's more likely to be a stoner.
Oh, it sounds like a relationship. So I've got some more red on the front. I'm doing the same.
There's a new Ryan Reynolds up-and-coming movie that looks hilarious where he realises that he's a non-player character in a video game. Non-player character in a video game called Free Guy.
Oh, that was a film I enjoyed. Going back to films you enjoyed that you didn't think you would. Have you seen that Ready Player One, John?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
That was
That's
a great little
right.
film.
You ever seen Gamer?
No.
That's quite a good film. Gamer's quite a good film. It's all like the prison convicts. They're actually used as avatars in first-person shooters.
What?
Yeah, it's mental. It's wicked the way he gets out of it as well.
Right, we'll keep the raffle going right to the end of the stream, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you again. So any of you that are not subbed to the...
Smith 82's just had 11 tickets.
Oh, Leon, do you playing Legion, bro? Or is this a new thing? You just really want a bit of terrain.
Ready Player One. The pie, maybe unpopular, but Ready Player One.
Except the dance number. He said the dance number weren't good in Gamer.
Gamer's really good, except the dance number. Which bit was that? Maybe I glossed over that bit.
Oh, do you know what I did watch on Netflix the other day? I made Alex sit through it. And it was the cheesiest bag of goodness that I have watched in a long time. Chuck Norris Delta Force.
Chuck Norris.
Motorbikes with rockets and grenade launchers out of the exhausts.
Oh, yeah. Chuck
A
Norris.
tiny little 4'2" ginger man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh, it was. Is it all that? Oh yeah. It was well good.
Me and Alison on Netflix watched the history of Kung Fu last night. And Chuck Norris was on there.
What a night that must have been for you two both.
It's actually really interesting. It's cool. Except Alison was grossed out by how hairy Chuck Norris was.
Yeah, he was a hairy man.
Yeah, she's actually watching.
Is Alison watching?
Yeah, I don't know what she's referring to, but she says, "Believe me, Rasta, I won't." Maybe that was a promise thing, but I don't know.
Oh, you should, Alison, jump on him. He's famous now. The internet's seen him. The myth has been debunked that he isn't hideous. Everyone knows now I'm the hideous one. I mean, it was never in question when it come to Ash, but everyone thought at least I might have been better looking than John, and that's clearly all out of the can of worms is over with now.
I'm curious.
But I'm all right because I'm incredibly talented. I don't have to be good looking. I am very modest, my darling. Thank you for noticing that.
Superman wears Chuck Norris pyjamas. Hey.
Superman does wear Chuck Norris pyjamas. You are right. I agree with you.
Oh, there are loads of Chuck Norris jokes.
So many.
Even Google makes fun of Chuck Norris.
He's amazing. That's why, man.
I'm such a lucky wife. She's actually commenting on. You know what, Alison? If you're watching, comment on the stream. I daresed you. She's too shy. She won't do that.
I thought you said she'd already commented.
No, she's texting me directly.
Oh, you're in trouble, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. John's not only got a closed weekend warlords, he's now in trouble with his wife. So, if that's not a reason to donate.
Do you know what? Being in trouble with Alison doesn't, you know, that's just the normal default position.
It's life, mate. It's life.
Why didn't Chuck Norris's grass grow?
I've no idea. Why not? I haven't heard that one.
Because it was winter.
What?
Why didn't Chuck Norris's grass grow? Because it was winter.
Is that just because in the winter the grass grows slower? Is that a joke? Or was that...
apparently that's a joke.
I've been out of the joke arena for a long time, John. They changed somewhat.
Mr. T once beat Chuck Norris at a game of chess. Not to be outdone, Chuck Norris invented racism.
Who was that?
That was the pie.
Mr. T couldn't beat Chuck Norris at a game of chess. I'm sorry, but no way. I love red, even though I can't see it. It's so pretty in my little broken colourblind eyes. I really love it.
Real answer is because he stared at it and dared it to grow.
Right.
Why didn't Chuck Norris's grass grow? Has anybody got a good Chuck Norris joke?
No, they're all pretty bad, aren't they?
They are, really. Do you know what? It's not actually that cold tonight, considering we haven't put the heat in.
Well, I am sat here in 6 layers, so I wouldn't actually know.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So,
Beth once had a near Chuck Norris experience.
where was that? A regional in Norwich. Who's going system open? Hands up. I'm not really sorry, but love to know out of you lot who's going. And are you excited? What are you flying?
Boba Fred, me.
Awesome. Oh, gutted, man. I ain't seen you for ages, Boba Fred. I really like that red on the back. I've done it slightly different to the one on the front, but that don't matter because he's an orc and he's got two different colours red. So one's been highlighted with yellow.
Terminator's going. Dolly's going. Lee Dalton.
Yay.
Bonsai is going.
Oh, man.
The Pie's going. Bremy 1508's going.
Oh, you buggers.
Liam Smith's going. Corporal Hicks is going.
Go on then. It's my birthday that weekend, unfortunately.
Law Smith's going. Ulfric's not.
Look at that lovely little bit of red work. Oh, it's so rich and wholesome.
Rich is going by the looks of it.
No, okay. It's just nice. I do miss painting like stupidly bright and vibrant colours like this. It's not something you ever do on a bloody spaceship. Once in a blue moon when you're painting a scum ship. But other than that,
it's a great thing with orcs, isn't it? There's so many different colours.
You use them all, don't you?
Yeah.
I just have every colour. John, check shop messages.
I am. John,
I think I'm taking Snap, Jess, Baston and Zizzy. What's Zizzy? Who's Zizzy? Is he getting Zizzy with it? And that's what I'm painting tonight. What are you painting tonight? What was he painting? Who did we have? Oh, you've got rid of me chat. Just all of them. I missed loads, didn't I? Because I asked them a question. Who's going to the... I need a bigger screen.
It goes too fast.
It does. I have an FO Hyperspace Aces list, but I'm not going. What? So, a new A-Wing pilot. So, is it like hyperspace? That's how little I've paid attention. Is the system open hyperspace is not extended? Are you serious? Really? What does that mean? Limited hyperspace, extended side events. So does that mean droids win then? Is that what happens at the SOS because it's hyperspace? I don't understand why Vegas Open was extending and Milton Keynes is hyperspace. Very limited. Hey, Alex has got a ticket.
Right, it's time for a bit of Take That.
For a bit of what?
The gallery.
Oh, the gallery. And here on the gallery today, who's this by?
This is by the 12-year-old Lee Dalton.
I was going to you to beat me to it. And on the gallery today we have this interesting attempt here. I like the silencer conversion. I do like that, Lee. Are they not going to... Are they saying, out of curiosity, right, in the new film, what Kylo's flying, is it a silencer? Or is it a different ship altogether? Is it a variant silencer? Like, what? What was it? It's a Grand Championship. TIE Whisper.
TIE Whisper.
What's a TIE Whisper?
Huh? Mark II silencer, Boba Fett says. And this is by James Dodd.
Oh, wow. A Space Wolf, isn't it? No,
No,
Sisters of Battle.
No.
Is this the
They're
The Titan at the back. Is that Space Wolf?
they're Mechanicus, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
No, they're Sisters of Battle, dude.
It's Mechanicus.
That's a flagellant thing. That's one of them big walkie flagellants. They're Sisters of Battle, man. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Did you enter the raffle? I hope you win the Tauntauns because I'd like to paint those.
Oh yes, this is Battle. Yeah.
Sisters of Night.
What's wrong with my eyes? My eyes don't work too well.
You do look at a monitor all day long, don't you, mate?
I do, yeah, all day long.
It's a penitent engine. That's it. I can't remember what they were called. I know he was all flippy floppy with his arms about. Right, let's get a bit of grey. That's what I was doing. Put the grey down. Just catching this this black edge here.
Wolf Knight in support.
What? Oh.
With a Wolf Knight in support.
Oh! I thought you were like move your model. You're in the wrong spot. It's been such a long time since I played anything like 40k ish. That like having a conversation with me about what stuff's called now is a bit of a moot point because I don't really remember, or I certainly haven't kept up with the game on any level for many years. Many years. I think I stopped playing at 3rd or 4th edition. Maybe 4th edition. And what edition is it now, John? Is it even called Warhammer anymore?
8th edition, is it?
Is it 8th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Warhammer 40k.
Sorry, everyone. Coughing on stream.
Hyperspace too restrictive.
Hyperspace is too restrictive. Like, so I didn't really pay any attention to any of that stuff until the other day when I was just having a look. And then I realised Han Solo is like screwed, man. I can't take trick shot. There's loads of stuff like that. It's like, why would you remove bits of the game that are like the most iconic part of the movies? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
When they weren't really a problem at the time anyway. Do you guys like or loathe the new changes that's happened?
Alfred keeps pumping those subs out there.
Thank you, Alfred, bro. What do you think in general? Happy with them? Unhappy with them? Too far? Not far enough? John, give me some bad. They're not happy. Bad.
All the new stuff. Von Reg. Maice's pack. Von Reg 5-all still crapshoot. No bits and bad. Need to rein in the droids. Point change is good. Hyperspace poo.
Right.
Hate hyperspace changes, but it's what they are using to make players buy ships. Fair marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Droids will riot. Love hyperspace, but I think A-Wings will own it. Nice to mix it up, but too far, in my honest opinion.
Who's that?
Captain Rex.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is to do with their sales on X-Wing have like hugely missed the boat. Like hugely. And I think they're doing a bit of let's start tipping the scales as to what's being sold. Just my opinion. I might be totally wrong, but I don't think I am. And that's never great for a game. But to be fair, Warhammer haven't. They've been doing it the whole time they've been a game company, and it hasn't really stopped them, has it?
Well, no. I think Games Workshop have learnt a little bit because they're giving people more of what they want. They've wanted to see Plastic Sisters for a long time. They're giving them. They wanted all the old games to come back out. They've given it.
Go on.
You know, if you give people what they want, they'll buy it. But I'm not sure Fantasy Fight are quite doing that at the moment. Given Sisters at a hiked up premium price, though, yeah, that's probably true. But you know, at the end of the day, Lee, you don't have to buy them, do you?
What's that?
Sisters. They're probably not even that good on the table. £50 for a rhino with pipes on. That's the Sisters thing, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
So, those of you that know, I know they're not exactly Sisters of Silence, but if you go back to the original artwork from the Horus Heresy, and you have a look at, there's a picture where they're all stood with the Emperor. You got the Sisters of Silence, the Emperor's bodyguard, and the Emperor himself. Look at the artwork there, like that's what the Sisters should have looked at. Look like
Sisters of Silence.
But they don't look like the drawings. They're never Baroque. They're never right. They're never in 9-inch stilettos. They're never in. If you really look at the artwork, the artwork's incredible. They just never quite nail it. They always tone it back.
Yeah.
It's a bit. I think a lot of every time they touch a female sculpt, they're so scared of it because they sell to Americans and they're scared of at any point being sued for some sort of sexual overstep sort of thing. But
you have to be careful.
But that's not what the artwork is. I don't want Space Marines with boobs and jackboots. I want that artwork. I want.
That's why they pull back from releasing Slash stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, £50. Last time I brought a rhino, they were £20.
God, last time I brought a rhino, they were £10, £12.
Yeah.
And that was before I worked for them, and then when I worked for them, we still got weight. We used to get them for. Do you know how much we used to get a rhino for when they did it on weight?
Oh, nothing.
Have a guess.
£1.
Or go down.
Really?
Yeah, go down.
50p?
75p for a rhino.
Really?
Yeah. A land speeder was 50p.
When you brought it on weight.
When it was on weight. That changed quick though.
Yeah.
I'll have 12 land speeders, 4 land raiders.
Just, let me get my scoop out.
Honestly, people did used to go down there with scoops.
Yeah.
Where's my black gone?
Unfortunately, you can't keep a company running on a £12 land rhino.
No.
It just doesn't scale very well.
They're still going, eh? After all those years, they have managed to carve out, you know what I mean? Some longevity for themselves. I'll give them that.
Well, they've got a good release schedule, haven't they? I mean...
That's important, isn't it?
Yeah. It was always a good seller for us, Games Workshop stuff. You know, you were guaranteed sales every week. I
think the problem with it as a gaming store is the space you've got to have.
Yeah.
To have like...
They've tried to address that with things like Warcry and some of the other board games that they did.
But still, for a smaller store, it does limit you, you know, for the bigger games.
For the bigger games, yeah.
Where it's still 6x4, right? For most of the big games, John.
Yeah.
What are they saying? It's going so quick.
John, do you have any of the Warcry packs left? The older car packs? Possibly, Lee. I'm not quite sure. We've got quite a bit of Warcry stuff left. It is quite popular. I think they ran a Warcry at the weekend event, and we got about 10-12 players.
What's Warcry then?
It's Warhammer Skirmish.
Oh right.
Game. We've got some scenery packs, Lee.
Wants scenery packs. What's wrong with you?
Hey?
I don't think he wants scenery packs.
Oh no, you need scenery with Warcry.
So after a 6x4 battle mat, mouse mat style, if you're getting rid of the store used ones.
We'll be getting rid of some of them.
So when we do get to that point, we'll let you guys know first when it's going to happen, and if there's anything that's going to be sold off, you guys will all have access to it.
John, do you still have an Armada SSD in store? Oh, Superstar Destroyer. Yes.
Yes.
We do.
Who's that?
That was Mr. Stander.
Would you like one, Mr. Standit? I'll do you a deal if you'd like one. Not much of a deal, mind, but I'll do you a deal.
Yeah, 200 quid.
Yep. And a night with Mrs. Stander. That's my price.
They don't. Ain't they like rocking horse droppings now? It might be, but we've got a couple in this store. You're off screen there, Rasta.
Oh, sorry. Just catching that wheel. Just putting a bit of a grey fade. So,
only X-Wing Tavern Wars came back from the mission. Everybody else killed themselves.
because they're reckless.
Yeah, that's Rebel Sphere.
Sorry, everyone. I've gone quiet again, ain't I? So I literally just...
So get your raffle tickets in.
Right, last few minutes, everyone, and we're going to close this giveaway, and we're going to start picking some winners soon. We might even get a special young lady to push the button.
We've got 14 people entered.
Oh, how many tickets, though, John?
59 tickets.
You're joking.
Yeah.
What's that work out to on average? A lot.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Also, right, guys, a little personal thing when it comes to Rasta Maice painting. Over the next few months, you will, on occasion, see the odd lot that's going to go up for sale on Rasta Maice painting. These are personal ships. So be aware that once they've been put up and they're gone, you're never ever going to see them again. And this is stuff that was never going to be sold. So expect to see some incredible Millennium Falcons, some of my Razor Squadron, some of my Imperials, some of my Scum fleet. And you guys have seen some of those pictures. They're going to be sold over the next 6-12 months. So please keep checking back on Rasta Maice painting. You'll see when I put the pictures up, and they'll be for sale for whatever. Do you have many dial covers from previous films? Yeah, I've got a few dial covers, and if anyone's after dial covers, you can get dial covers that I've done so far from Lee Dalton at ProTech at any time. No, I won't be eBaying them, Pi. When I sell my work like that, I want a certain amount of money, and that's it. So, and you know, it won't be stupid, it never is it? But I'll say what I want, and if someone wants to buy it, first person that kind of PMs me at that point, we'll get the thing. Same goes for the Euros templates. If anyone's interested, directly PM me. I've got some other bits and bobs that will be coming up soon. So, you know, personal prizes that I've won from big events. So yeah, keep your eyes open, because I'm definitely going to be selling 2 or 3 of my Falcons. So there's some...
Don't, mate. It's all right. It's all right.
How's a man meant to get by without 6 or 7 Millennium Falcons in his life? Blue Galaxy! It's weird that Blue Galaxy was on, because I was literally just thinking, not literally like 30 seconds ago, but earlier when you said something about Galaxy's Edge, and then at that point that triggered my brain to go, oh, Blue Galaxy's not been on stream for a while. Isn't that weird? So hi babe, how you doing? Should we shut down this stream?
Well, Blue Galaxy's just tips. So I'm just
Blue.
They wanted to get in on that.
Oh, Leon made me vibrate as well. I haven't got a chance to look at this. No, not the Falcon. But, well, what? Like, there's a couple of them I ain't selling. Like, Iron Man ain't going nowhere. But I got a couple of really sick ships that I thought I'd never sell that I'm going to be selling. So, if anyone's interested, you'll see in time. So, Blue Galaxy, we are giving away some lovely Legion and a beautiful painted bunker. If you would like to enter, they are 500 spondoolies a ticket. You can have as many as you like, and if you are subscribed, you get an extra one. Yeah, probably my second Chewy Falcon's going to be going. I made two.
Blue Galaxy, is it?
I made two, sorry. I got two really stunning scratch-built converted Falcons as well from the YT 1300 manual. I've got some nice stuff. Just let's put it that way. My own personal collection. I'm sure you can imagine what my own personal stuff looks like. So some of that stuff's going. Mr. Dalton, you own the only decimator. I had two. I gave one away on stream, and I gave you the other one because I love you. So. I don't own any more decimators anymore, I'm afraid, my friend. I will. I've got two unpainted though. Don't worry, I'll paint you one. I'll paint you one soon because you're a good boy. Right, so I think we're pretty much done when it comes to tickets.
Yeah.
We are going to close the raffle now. So thank you very much to everyone that has entered. Okay, I'll start the bidding. What for? What are we starting the video on? What are we bidding for? What are we bidding for? 70 quid?
Falcon.
For a Chewy Falcon? Do you know what the last one sold for? It wasn't 70 quid. Any Arc 170s? I'm thinking of getting rid of my Razor Squadron, Simon, which is 3 Arcs, 2 Lats, or a U-Wing, an X-Wing. What? How much for what, Bonsai? A Falcon, a Millennium Falcon, the Chewy Falcon.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the region of about £400. The Chewy Falcon. That's the truth. These are personal, lot of time projects. So yeah, nothing is going to be super cheap. So wait till I come to sell it. Yeah, damn straight, man. This is the second only one in the world.
Yeah.
I think it deserves.
Yeah.
To be paying me £10 an hour labour at that point.
Yeah.
Last Chewy Falcon sold for more. The last Chewy Falcon sold for a lot more than that. Okay, that was a start. But look, chill. It's all cool. I will have some great little bargains as well, I'm sure, coming up. So it's all cool. I'll have plenty of time. And maybe what I do, if at that point, maybe the best way to do it would be like, this is what I want as a minimum, but I'll accept closed bids, and the highest bidder wins.
Yeah.
Instead of being like first person to say I want it as it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so stream's closed. Scarlett, come push the button, babe.
What are we giving away first?
We are giving away the Tauntauns first.
So this first winner is going to win the Tauntaun.
They don't make that noise, do they?
No,
they didn't really make a noise. Scarlett, Scarlouche.
She's busy. She's playing down there.
Right, so the first winner for these beautiful Tauntaun riders
is Ulfric.
Hey, nice one. Thank you, Ulfric.
I believe he's coming. Ulfric, I believe you brought a ticket for the last X-Wing tournament. So Is it okay if you pick them up then?
I'm Mario and Luigi. I don't own Mario and Luigi, Mr. Stander. Mario and Luigi, all of those ships were done for the lovely James in the stream. Tart and James. So James owns all the Mario ships, unfortunately. I can't get to the last event.
Yeah, I'm one yet though.
Right, the next one. Sorry.
Okay. What are we giving away now?
The next one, we are giving away a set of Rebel veterans.
Here we go. Oh, lucky call sign!
Lucky call sign, yeah man, wicked. Rattler. I would never sell them. They are prize position. Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, James. And if you were, I'd like first refusal, please. I'm buying them back. Yeah. That's how much I think of those ships. Yay! So, Tatler, we'll leave it at the store and you pick it up, or let us know.
Yeah, or let Weekend Warlords page know and we'll ship it out.
Okay, these are there. And then, finally, courtesy of the beautiful Lee Dalton at Protect Models, seen on the stream yesterday using his stencils as well, also available at Protect Models, is this lovely Legion bunker. So, the winner of this is Wookiee Outrider! Yeah, Mark! Wicked. Oh, sorry, I'm getting pinged and ponged.
Yeah. That's Mr. Brooks messaging us.
I'm getting lots of messages. Clive, message me tomorrow. I didn't quite understand that. And Ash, yes, and we'll talk later. Bonsai, you're a winner in my eyes, mate.
Yeah. And Lee, I got what you meant. I was just joking, mate. You understand you want to come down to the store and say goodbye. There's going to be a lot of people that want to do that. We've still got the lease till the end of March. So
do you know what?
It may not be full, but we'll be here.
Do you know what? That could work as well. Maybe one Saturday or Sunday in March, just for some real close members. We could get together. We could just play a couple of board games and eat a pizza together.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those that are going to miss it, don't worry, Lee. We'll sort something out.
I'm pretty sure. Lee. We'll sort
I'm pretty sure Lewis is not going to be able to make it and tear the walls down. Oh, James, if we owned it, we would, wouldn't we?
Do you know what? If we owned it, we wouldn't have to get rid of it. It wouldn't be so bad.
I'm getting the boys down in February. Okay. Thank you. We'll bring Lucky to collect. Not sure when. Hoping to get a few games in before goodbye. Please do. And I'm sorry, guys, for those of you that haven't seen me on a Tuesday, if you have been popping in, I have just not got the finances or the time to come Tuesdays anymore with little one. So when I'm in Mondays, that's all I can really do for getting over it. So if you've come on a Tuesday expecting to see my big gob here, in some respects you're just saving yourself a migraine in your wasted journey, because a lot of the time you see these people on the telly, on the internet, and when you meet them in real life you realise that the guy's an arse. Do you know what I mean? So, I love you, Bonsai. Simon, gutted man, we'll try and sort something out. You guys are awesome. Please remember what I said. The stream is not going anywhere. The stream is just, bear with us till kind of March time, till we've done with closing the shop, and then we will.
There's lots of product left in the shop. It all needs to go.
Yes, please.
And if it does, that'll help us keep the stream going. So.
Well, Mrs. Stander, if you want to come up, babe, Loughborough is a great little place to go and do a bit of shopping and spend a bit of time. You can go and have a look at the Bell factory. Yeah. It's always good.
The Carillion.
The who?
The Carillion.
The Carillion Corvette.
No, the Carillion.
What's a Carillion?
It's a musical instrument. Did you not know that?
No.
You know the big tower in the park over there?
Yeah.
That's actually a musical instrument.
No.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, John.
Yeah. It's got all like you can go to the top. And it's got all bells and that, and you can actually play it, and it's like a piano, and it makes a fantastic sound. And it's a giant musical instrument.
Right. Who knew that?
Yep.
Go and bang the big tower. Bang the bell end. That's where where the bell is. That's where you want to bang.
Yeah.
The end where the bell is.
We're famous for our bells in Loughborough.
Yeah, big bells.
We've got big bells.
Bigger spicy meatballs. Sorry. John, those bits we talked about last visit, still available? You keeping the on? Are we keeping the online store running, John? I doubt it.
It may keep going into some fashion. I won't say more than that.
So we have got enough room in the store to fit 40 players. I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah.
We can have a 40-man tournament. But like I said, if we get to the point where tickets are not available and it's because of someone like me or Kev having a spot, I'm sure either of us would be happy to sit out and let someone that wanted to travel to have that last event. And we'll basically, me and Kev will wear just like pinnies, heels, and we'll do a table service.
Tea lady.
Yeah.
The tickets are up now, Bonsai. The tickets are up now, selling.
It's very sad, isn't it? But look, do you know what? It's just the building. It's John's all right. I'm all right. Ash all right.
Yeah.
No one's dead. And the phoenix shall rise again. Happy to trust that. Games. Yeah, man. Dude, we're going to talk. We're going to sit down and work something out. I'm just sorry. 15 conversations at once. Look at the value of my life. Look at my sellotaped phone. Do you know whose fault that is? You lot. Just the truth, because I broke it here doing a stream. Sad to see the store go, but delighted the stream will continue. Take care. Yeah, look, we're all very sad, and it is crap times. And if any of you are in a locale where you are supporting a local gaming store, please keep doing that. It's why we're all closing down at the moment. It's because the discounters, the internet retailers that are making little places like this go out of business, unfortunately. The government doesn't help. Let's face facts. They're not really interested in little businesses surviving. They're way more interested in what they can cream out of these big multinationals. Yeah. So they're a big part of the problem. What can you do? But if you have got one and it is open, please try and keep it open, okay?
And just think, those gaming stores, they probably rely on that last 10-20% of stuff they sell. So if you spend 10-20% of your gaming budget on Amazon or eBay, that's probably the bit that they make their last bit of profit on. Yeah. So they need every single penny.
Yeah. But look, stream's not going, and it's not the end of Weekend Warlords. It's just the end of a building that we rent. Okay? So chin up. Let's stay positive, because it is crap. No one wanted this. We didn't want it. None of us. Nope. But chin up. And if you keep supporting us, we'll be able to put ourselves in a position where, given enough time, we may not have a bricks and mortar store, but we'll be able to bring you some more events again.
We might be able to bring Weekend Warlords to more people.
Yeah, do you know what? It might even end up becoming a travelling thing, where we could take it on the road and book a venue on the south coast, but bring the Warlords show to it almost. Do you know what I mean?
If we're successful, we'll definitely be bringing events.
We are doing Easter tourney. You guys are all welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Look, the Facebook pages are still going to stay up, right?
Yeah.
So if you've got an event and you want to put it on the Weekend Warlords X-Wing page, please feel free to do so. You know, one of your events you're running, we want to support the community and keep it running, and that goes for the 40k community and any of the other games out there. If we've got a page, I'm sure we'd be happy to support anything. Bonsai, I am actually probably going to be in North Wales on the 9th, that weekend the System Open. Whereabouts are you, dude? Just out of curiosity. Oh, just my birthday, I might just nip to the coast for the day. I love North Wales so much.
Wales is nice.
Oh, I proper love it.
Yeah.
If I didn't have Scarlett in school, I'd sell the house and go.
Yeah, went to Black Rock Sands. Amazing beach in Wales.
Isn't that south though?
It might be south, yeah, but it's still nice.
Right.
Lovely. You can actually drive your car. It's that big a beach, you can drive your car.
I like all the little beaches around Anglesey, all the little hidden coves and all that sort of stuff. Amazing. I go over the X-Wing team as Weekend Warlords will continue. The X-Wing team is still continuing, absolutely. Just outside Chester. All right, really? I did a shop fit in Chester. Painted these beautiful hand-painted signs years ago when I was in my 20s. It's a wicked little place, Chester. Back then, anyway. Right, that's it, because it is 9:05.
Thank you for everyone who donated.
Thank you for everyone that donated. This is what we've been painting. You can see the jump, right? You can see as we started picking out all these lovely details. But there's still loads of work. And I know I chat, and I know, and this, that, and the other, but there's still loads of work. I'll be ripping them. It says, come say hi. Yeah, please, anyone that's going to System Open, I won't be there. I don't think Kev's going, and I don't think Ash is going. But if you do see people there with Warlords t-shirts on, generally they're nice people. And generally go over there, give them a hug if you need someone to do that. Anyone that you pretty much see in a Team T-shirt in the System Open from the UK will be nice people. So if you see one of the Darkstar Marauders, or you see one of the Vagabonds, or you see one of the Workshop Wookiees, or you see one of the Harlequins, or one of T Squadron, or one of the 118, or whoever it is, even the 118, they're all nice people. So go over, if you've never been, introduce yourself, have fun. Key advice is hydration and food. Second bit of advice is deodorant. We are not a 40k gaming community. I will genuinely miss you all. I just need a little break from it all for a little bit. I will be seeing you kind of midsummer. We'll get back to some big events again, but be good to each other. Treat each other with respect at the table, yeah. And remember, it's just a game you're going to play, and that's what's important. It's not about the result. It's about how you lot interact, and that's always been my vibe. And you know that, and I know that's how most of you are. So have a wicked time. Go and cuddle Alec from Estevium, because this is going to be his last event. So give him a big hug from me and tell him I love him. Other than that, we will see you in 2 weeks. We'll let you know this time, and we will be painting something lovely. I haven't decided. It might be a bit of Blood Bowl by that point. I think we might be cracking on. I might even buy it.
We might even have our new location working. Who knows? It's a possibility.
Who knows? Stay tuned. John will be updating the world with what we plan on doing there, and what we and we'll get you guys that are our main audience to tell us the direction you want to see it go, and we'll work with your ideas with our own, and we'll create something that you want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How would they like, you know?
Yeah.
Get them involved with it.
Yeah.
And they can kind of choose all of those bits.
Yep.
Make it a big organic, ergonomic process.
Mash up
them down. Mash them down. And I'm too old for patois now. Like, I lost all my street cred when I moved to the Midlands. And I became a farmer. Rasta Roadshow. No, listen, thank you, and thank you for putting up with kind of like this with us the past couple of months. You all understand now, lots of shit goes on in people's lives, and sometimes it just affects the flow of things. But with your love, and we've got lots of love for you, we want to carry on being part of this all. We will see you in 2 weeks. Up until then, keep checking our Facebook for any updates. Check out Rasta Maice Painting if you haven't liked it. Follow, subscribe, hit the notifications buttons, all of those things. Rasta Maice Painting if you haven't liked it. There's a Patreon on there if you want to support. Please do. If not, we'll see you in 2 weeks. I'll have something cool from my personal collection to give away, and I'm sure John will have something lovely off of his shelves to give you, Sue. Yep. I love you, Captain Rex. I really do miss you, Dad. Century Spice Road, cracking game. We'll talk some more in the next couple of weeks. We're going to talk some more about games and bits and bobs, and Ash will be back with us. So save all that for them, Mr. Stand Down. Thank you for your message. It meant a lot to me. I love you all. John loves you. You've seen him now. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Weekend Warlords.